Hello guys, it's me again. And first of all, I wanted to thank uh, two new subscribers who subscribe to my channel. You're very, very welcome, and I hope you enjoy what I'm gonna give you in the next few upcoming days, right? Weeks, months, maybe years, who knows? The first movie that I wanted to review is a movie that I saw yesterday. Never saw this movie before, so it's a first time watch called Dagr, D-A-G-R, Dagr, from 2024, directed by Matthew Butler Hart. So we've got two sort of influencers, Thea and Louise, but what they do is they rob shit and sell it and give it to the poor and or like some a charity or something. So they're like Robin Hoods, you know. Now they know that that somebody tipped them off, and they know in mansion somewhere in mansion in the sticks. This is a British movie, by the way. Um, a group of a director named Tori, Gray, cameraman, and Hattie, the PA, the personal assistant, um, and Matt and Emma as the influencer models are holding a really expensive modeling show. Yeah. So influencers basically like Tia and Louise basically cashing in and getting all the shit for free, expensive clothing, expensive shoes. And for Tia and Louise, it's more for the, they hate these kind of people. So they are going there under the name of catering, but okay, do they know that there's catering coming? Eventually, it takes a real long time before they get there, like 35-minute mark, and then shit starts to happen. 35-minute mark. In the meantime, in those 35 minutes, you see Thea take a piss, and you see Louise go in the store and buy a fucking bird mask to scare Tia, and that's it. And it always interchanges to the then Tori, the director, is saying stand like that, stand like do like that, do it like that, and having a like almost a camera with black and white camera. So she's filming in black and white to make it a classic look, and she's constantly doing this and that, and that's the only thing that's happening. Then they're there, then they're there, then they're there. Now, the and that's the cool part that I personally liked about the movie is that when they're finally there, okay, because Hattie, the PA, because I think they actually thought catering was coming with food. Now Hattie was sent to the store, to the supermarket to get some food. So she goes, and Tori and Gray, the camera guy, is still there with Matt and Emma. And what happens is the two other ones, the Tia and Louise, they see the house. It's a pink mansion. Uh, it really falls out. You can see it. It's really okay. It's a pink mansion, and what happens is that they go back to the Tori, the director, and they're in a room, and Emma, one of the models, she finds a dagger. So the title of the movie is Dagr. I don't think dagger is spelled like Dagr. So a dagger. So she finds a dagger, and she accidentally cuts herself on it, and she sticks it in the camera guys in the guy named Gray's gut, and she takes it out, and she sorry, she was under the influence of something, and they're all panicking, and nobody's calling the police, or nobody's calling an ambulance. But the problem is they don't have, like in every found footage movie, a signal. That's you know what, that's something I really hate. The fact that everybody dies, I don't care. That's a creepy foreshadowing thing that will happen. But the signals of the cell phones, that they don't work, it's always the phones don't work. And in a time like this, phones that don't work, it's so, yeah, it's so been done many times. Now, what happens is, the other model, Matt, is gonna get to his car, and he's gonna get somebody, but he's standing there, and the director, um, is following Matt, and he's standing there in a hallway. Sorry, people, the sun here is reflection. He's standing there. He goes to the right, and then he flies out of the room with his face against the wall, and he's basically twitching, like he's probably, his brains burst probably, um, and eventually she goes back to where Emma is, and she takes Emma, and then to the attic, and before they take her to the attic, Emma is grabbed again, and Tori is going to the door, and she's hanging there like this, which was a cool, creepy move. And she gets all these scratches over her body, and cuts, little cuts, and she gets down again, and eventually, they go to the attic. Now, here's what I thought was a cool idea. So the moment you see there was a camcorder downstairs where everything started to happen, and you see, the body of the gray cameraman being dragged away, and I'm guessing the other guy is being also dragged away, and in here, Louise, catering's here, hello. And you see them at the same time, almost at the same time, things start to happen. My cat here wants to be part of the movie, and I thought that was a good idea. That was a cool idea, that it was timed perfectly, that they just arrived and they don't see anything, and they start to see some things, especially Louise. Tia is like, let's do this shit, come on. And she's all these clothes, those chic clothes, those shoes, she wanna take them all, and let's hang cameras all, because they not only wanna take all the clothes, but they wanna sort of debunk influencers in a way that they're actually, money hungry people, or people that only want subscribers and things like that. I'm not sure as to why they're putting up cameras everywhere now. Louise is the first one. Like I said, she finds blood on a ridge of a door, and then she comes in the main room where everything started, and she sees blood on the carpet, and the other Tia's like, "Oh, that's stupid, that's stupid. Look, there's a camera hanging there. That's the camera, the initial camera that the other crew hang there because they just wanted to have another angle of the room." And she says, "They're playing with us. They're playing with us." So she goes upstairs. Louise says, "Don't do that. No, 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 no. You stay here. I go upstairs. I want to see upstairs." Okay, eventually she lets Tia go because she's just overhyped. And that was something cool. So she sees the tablet. She has a tablet and sees what's happening. She sees the stabbing. She sees the guy, the model getting just flown to a wall. She sees that Emma is floating in the air, and then she sees they're in the attic. In the attic, so she goes to the attic and live streamed it, and she sees that the Tori is there and Emma is still there. So she's running to the attic, and also Tia is there. So and Emma, for some reason, she was probably influenced by the ghosts, by the cults. This is about cultists, okay? But if they're human or demons, I don't know. I think they're more demon-like cultists than human-like cultists. She eventually she jumps out of the window and falls to her death. And then, yeah, somebody's knocking at the door, and it's Louise. Tori grabs her in, and she said, "We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here. There's something here. There's something here." And they go out, and first we have to find Tia, and they find Tia's. They had a GoPro on. She sees on the GoPro that Tia was at some point a cult member is behind her, and she is basically levitated in the air, and she is so no, they found it at the third floor, and she's dropped all the way down to the main floor, and then she eventually says, "Louise, run," and then she is dragged, and then what happens then you later on. So now, okay, spoiler territory for the people who don't want to see it. So what happens then is that, you know, Tia, I mean Louise and Tori, they see everywhere these cloaked figures, and they're all coming, and they're always saying the same line, "Abu do them, Abu do them," that it almost gets annoying at sometimes, and constantly, "Abu do them, Abu do them," and sometimes with a drum, Abu do them, constantly. So they see here, and then of course they, instead of staying together, they split off. And the fact is, what I don't understand is that Louise was a driver all the way to the mansion. Tia never drove, and Tia had the keys. Why would she have the keys? She never drove the car, so technically seeing, Louise should have the keys. So that's a little bit of a stupid plot hole. Then they separate, and eventually, okay, Tori gets it too. There's a cloaked figure, with a red face and red hands, and so I'm guessing they're like demon-like cult members. And she's levitated. It's a cool kill because she's levitated, and he kills her with the dagger and opens her throat like that, and it's a cool kill. But Tori sees a sorry, that was Tori. Louise sees a bonfire and sees somebody tied to the tree. Now she waits until the cult members are gone, and you constantly hear that abu do them, abu do them, and sometimes different kind of Latin. I think it's Latin or demonic cultish language, abu or something, and it's the same bird mask that she bought in the shop where she asked directions. So she takes the bird mask off, and it's Tia. She's still alive, and she's begging that she has to go away. She has to go away. I know. I need to I need to save you. I need to save you. And after her, behind her is a cult member. Vlam, the dagger through her heart, coming out the other way, and there goes Louise, and probably Tia too at some point. Now, so now at some point, and this is so stupid that they could have done something else with that. So everything is quiet, and then you see a car coming. And who's the car? Hattie, the PA. Sorry, I'm too late with the food. She's coming in the mansion, and then we hear, do them, and she says, so, hello. And the door flies shut, and that's the end of the movie. Now, I don't have a problem that everybody dies. Some people do have a problem that not that a few people survive or so that, but this is a stupid decision. They could have had Hattie coming back when Tori and Louise is running away. They go in the car of Hattie, and eventually she sees the cult members, and she slides off the door. She rams a tree, and eventually, or they drive away and they are saved. So you have two options: they drive away and they're saved, and then you have the ending that some people like, a few survivors, or she drives through into a tree and they all get killed and sliced by the daggers by the cultists. Now, yeah, that last part was so unnecessary. That's really just saying everybody dies in a found footage movie, and then I agree with I never agreed with people that no, you should have survivors, and now I do agree a little bit, because I would have even Hattie, alone, just Hattie, seeing that shit happened. She sees bodies, turns back around, drives away, she survives. Okay, so that would be, you know what I mean? And yeah, so, and this movie, like I said, it takes so long, 35 minutes. It's an hour and 16-minute movie. So you got 40 minutes of, 40 minutes of entertainment, or I'm correct, yeah. So, and when shit hits the fan, shit hits the fan. So there's constantly shit happening, but it's been done before also. I mean, if you heard about this found footage movie hashtag, it's actually taken from Deadstream that I reviewed earlier. uh, Chan gets the axe. A bunch of influencers go to a mansion that is supposedly haunted, and there's also a cult member, multiple cult members, and they all get killed. They all get the axe. In this case, they all, let's say, because Louise calls Tia Thelma and Louise. And Thelma and Louise gets the dagger. So that's, you can easily call a movie like that. You know, it's almost the same kind of story. So it's not anything original. Like I said, the only original part that it's not never has been done, but is that they tied in perfectly. So when everything happens, when everything gets starts to, gets shit hits the fan, she kills the guy, and the other guy dies, and they go upstairs, and Emma's levitating, and they go to the attic, and then you hear somebody, hey, hello, we're here, and they're coming. So it's a perfect timing, and they start to put their own cameras everywhere, and but they're finding blood here and there. They're finding blood and things like that. So Louise is kind of, you're right, we just stay close, but Tia is like super hyped up, and she hears something at upstairs, like this. So she wants to hear it because she thinks she sees a camera in the corner. So she thinks she's being punked. So she wants to see it, and eventually that was not her demise yet, but she probably would. She's gonna be killed later on, because there's at the end, when the movie's done, they say we found the bodies of all the women except the two men are never found again. And there's also a hint in a pub where they read about the devil, that a cult of the devil is in this area active, and they they mainly kill women. They need women. And I think the farm shop owner where she got the directions from, I think he was and not that he was a cult member, but that he was in the cult, but as a as a supporter, is giving them more potential victims. You know what I mean? So yeah, the movie. So like I said, that was good, and then the fact that you see that levitating girl in the levitating Emma in the room, I thought that was creepy. I'm thinking, is there something else? No, I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 10. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it gets a 4.8 on IMDb, so I'm giving it a 4. Going somewhere near in their direction, so that means it's watchable. Watch it one time and then judge on your own. Okay? See you later.